Hey Raiders, I'm Knox Wilson.
And I'm Brandon Nurse.
Today on Blue Eye News,
We take a look into the cafeteria staff.
we learn about the baseball season.
And we find out more about our recent snow break.
All this and more on Blue Eye News.
Hey Knox, do you ever get food from the cafeteria during lunch?
Every day, the cafeteria staff is so nice and they work very hard to provide us with tasty food.
I agree. Let's take a deeper look with Zamora Hamilton.
Throughout the day, the cafeteria staff work hard to provide food for the students at Wiley East. Let's see what their daily schedule is like.
From 7:30 to 3, I come in, we get the breakfast ready, all the paperwork done in the mornings that we didn't finish up from the day before. We get breakfast prepared and open up the lines and start feeding the kids.
I cook, I make the for Mexican line food like meat, pork, chicken. I cook the rice, and then I come and do cashier and helping my other co-workers. My favorite part is when I'm doing cashier and talking with the kids and asking, hey, do you like our food? I mean, I have a lot of fun with the kids.
When the students are coming power hour and everything is like fast paced and getting the kids fed, that's the favorite part of the day. I like everything about my job. There's nothing that I don't like more than I like everything about my job.
This has been Zamora Hamilton reporting for Blue Eye News.
Wow, it's so nice to know we have such a great staff.
Speaking of how great our staff is, we also have a great baseball team this year.
You guys have already put in so much hard work preparing for the season.
I went to find out more what the other players have to say.
Hey Wiley East, we're getting ready for this upcoming baseball season, and I wanted to get a sneak peek on how they're doing and some of the insides of the baseball class.
I'm working out every day and working hard.
I am working out daily, making sure I'm staying on the field constantly, hitting, practicing my fielding.
With COVID, how we train, how we work out, how everything kind of operates. And so, you know, we do what we always do. We spend a lot of time in the weight room, a lot of time conditioning, and guys work on their craft in the cages or in the bullpen. So.
Now with all that working out in the off season, now it's time to go play some baseball.
I like being around my friends and seeing how good we could be playing together.
It's going to be a little different for various reasons. One, we were a new district last year, or this year, and so we don't really know a couple of our opponents. We haven't seen them play due to the short season last year. We had some young kids in the lineup last year, and so they didn't get that year to play. And so it's going to be interesting how the pieces fall together about this year and dealing with having a player one day and maybe not having him the next game. And so you always, you know, this is a great year if you're behind somebody, if you're second string or third string, you got to be ready because you never know when your number's called, and it's going to might be called more often than not this year based on if people get sick or they have to get quarantined.
My favorite part in baseball is just making a relationship with all the teammates and like having good chemistry.
Dang, it looks like this season is going to be a good one. Till next time, this has been Knox Wilson reporting for Blue Eye News.
I just know they're going to kill it this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey Brandon, what did you do when it snowed?
I went sledding with a couple of my friends. What about you?
Yeah, we had an awesome game of football in the snow.
Morgan Clark has more on the snow break. Let's check it out.
During our unexpected snow week here in Texas, lots of people made use of their time in different ways. Some dealt with power outages, while others dealt with pipe issues.
We didn't really do much because it was really cold. Sometimes we would go grocery shopping, but other than that, we stayed at home and just try to stay warm.
It was fun to get outside. You know, we did some sledding and just having snowball fights and stuff with friends.
The only problems we faced was power outages. Every now and then, the power would come back on after a few hours, but then it would go back out for like until midnight. So it would be really cold.
That first night, our power started going out, and just every 30 minutes it would just go out and then come back on for a little while. But it never came back on never came on long enough to, you know, start the heater up. So we had to start a fire in the living room, and Eventually we had to leave our house just because it got to a point where it was so cold none of us could like sleep or do anything.
We just had flashlights and stuff. We would light up candles so we could see, and we wear a lot of layers to deal with the cold.
Oh, well, I mean, we had to go to our cousin's house just because we didn't have any electricity at all. We couldn't like make any food or do anything.
Although the snow was very pleasing to look at and very fun to play in, there were and are still many problems people are facing today. We hope for them to recover soon and smoothly. This has been Morgan Clark reporting for Blue Eye News.
The week off was nice, but I'm glad to be back.
Me too. Well, that's all we have today for you Raiders.
Check in next time to see what's new at Wiley East.
And don't forget,
It's a great day to be alive and a great day to be a Raider.